10h44, bienvenue.
44, welcome dear exhibitors on ALL4PACK TV for the fourth days of the exhibition, and we'll have 98,000 guests. That was the purpose for ALL4PACK for 2016. Let's talk about the future this morning for design packaging with the Best Pack 4.0 for tomorrow, as seen by students. ALL4PACK Paris asked the students from 3 higher education and design schools in France, Canada, and in Finland to offer their vision of packaging of the future. We're delighted to welcome here Jean-Paul Cornillot from Strat Design School in Paris. How are you doing? We're doing fine. We're happy to be here and to take part in this connected packaging. You're executive director. You're also a specialist in design yourself and a teacher. Yes, I've been 30 years. I have a career of 30 years in packaging as a creative director. I'm very operational. So you came with Chloé Lamy, one of your students in design packaging. Chloé Lescapac, great Escapac is a great name. We'll show you how to evade with a pack. Sylvain La, you're a professor at UKAM, Quebec University at Montreal. And you got a great accent. Not easy to come here, I guess. Oh, yes, okay, you're out of breath. 20 students of yours worked on this, Noël Santon, with her hat. Great hat. You got a great hat, Noël Santon. Great cap. You've got a cigarette pack which is connected as a project. Also, you have Sylvain Merveille Koistinen. Bonjour.
Bonjour, une étudiante de l'université.
From the University of Applied Science of Lahti, Finland. And you're a project of a medical device that is connected. I hope I'm getting there, okay? Now, dear guests, in 2016, the notion of connected and smart packaging is a key challenge for consumers and industrialists because ALL4PACK took a poll taken by the OPSOCO. 57% of the Europeans do favor connected packages, Italians, Spaniards, Germans, and French. You're a designer, you're a professor. What is connected packaging responding to, or what need does they meet? We're not interested in connection. We know what are the needs of users and of consumers. You're connected to the users. We're connected to the users. This packaging is a connected object as such, providing information. You can extend this to other uses. What did you get your students to work on? The principle of design is not to have nice shapes, but to think about the customer or user experience with packaging. So we talked about humanization of packaging. What does it mean, humanizing packaging? Getting the package to talk, to speak to people. Well, ideally, it means that once people a package will embed technology which is effective but is totally useless for the user, does not meet the needs of the user, it is useless, of no interest. A package, get rid of a package, you have no use. So that's part of the postulate. A designer must try to extend the putting into a bin or a trash can of the object. Extensions will extend the service life of the package, and of course, students worked on this. For example, your scenario, Chloé Lamy, you want to rehabilitate the packaging you get rid of, and give it letters of nobility. Yes. The idea was possibly tomorrow. We'll see images at the same time. We got a video on your project, Chloé Lamy. Tomorrow, if you reduced the waste, zero waste is the goal. What about the package future? We said, okay, we could possibly go back to the former glass jars, but we have no emotion, no information on glass jars, nothing. And they're transparent. As you can see the product in a glass jar, but how can you tell the difference between two ingredients having the same color? Therefore, and how to give additional information, because ALL4PACK, it means escape, escapism, escape, how to provide information, how to go beyond, how to transmit emotions or sentiments. We noted that today we have augmented reality goggles, possibly. They might not be there. We can connect directly to the package without any goggles by touching it. As you can see here, you're in the world of the product, transported while staying home. On your TV screen, no, directly. The packaging is connects itself to our neurotransmitters, and you would go through goggles, of course. It is quite realistic, so it seems that's the idea of ALL4PACK. Not only you connect the object, but also you create a universe around the object. Exactly, trying to give more added value to the pack and to its content by getting carried into a different universe. You can see a cow showing up on the screen, and you're in Normandy in Brittany because you're mixing and matching our universes. Quite interesting as a vision. Jean-Paul Cornillo, we're surprised by the creativity of your students. Well, that's what we expect. What's interesting is that what they invented is based on existing technologies, of course. Google Glass is a version which did not really work, but within the school we have augmented reality goggles, augmented reality eyeglasses or goggles, which make it possible to do this with embedded technology. It is quite realistic, and this is the script. The scenario is interesting. How are you using the logic for the scenario to be viable? It's quite viable today. Now let's turn to Quebec. Sylvain Laure, you've been working 2 years in the field of research and interactivity and graphic designs, connectivity of a package. How do you turn a gadget into an essential tool or utensil? Yeah, design must meet a need. The need must be identified, and if it doesn't correspond to a need, it's a gimmick, a trick. The integration of technologies, the use and applicability of the functions will make the result positive or negative. You got 20 of your students to work on these connected object project. We were 27 students. We had 27 offers of proposals, and it was a project which was very, very, very current, which is interested. Noé Santonge is one of your students. What is your interpretation of the connected package? You want to help the smokers to control their use, their consumption of cigarettes. Well, my approach was to use the technology as a tool to enhance packaging related to the product as such. You can create a lot of different tools, and I wanted to help people stop smoking. It's a meter embedded into the cigarette pack. You can observe how many cigarettes you smoke thanks to your phone, and how many cigarettes you smoke. Well, it motivates you to stop smoking. And your lungs are changing colors? Yeah, possibly. Yeah, possibly. Lungs are a Tamagotchi, like Tamagotchi. They got to survive. You want to help young people who smoke a lot. It is true. It is true. You're the same for alcoholic drinks. Yeah, why not? Mervi Koistinen from University of Applied Science of Lahti in Finland. Mervi, how did you interpret connectivity on packaging. Merve will speak English and will translate.
We wanted to target us to crisis situations, and we think that we as the designers have a responsibility to help using future technology in a more user-centered way.
Donc l'idée, c'est de répondre à des situations de crise et d'impliquer la responsabilité.
The designer's duties and responding to crisis situations. Yes, exactly. Yeah, helping connectivity, helping people through connectivity.
So we wanted to design a blood pack, which is interactive and which allows people to also test blood and also transfer blood.
On va voir des images en même temps.
Pictures of your blood pack.
Video also.
So I will comment on the video, the blood pack.
This video, you have some blood, something to explain the reasons of the blood.
We made the research about the subject, and we came to a conclusion that there are many places in the world which cannot use blood so immediately because there are no existing blood banks. And because of our research, we plan to make this new technology blood bag, which allows you to use and transfer blood in a new way. So we used nanomaterials and biosensoring.
Voilà, donc l'idée, c'est fabuleux. Hein.
Here's a great idea, using in crisis situation blood bags or pockets with nanosensors, nanoparticles, nanosensors to check the reasons, the blood group you're doing. Is that true? Is that true? Yes.
I let you finish your explanation.
Sorry.
You can move on if you want, say some more if you want.
What we learned about these subjects was that we think that it's really important to, when thinking about the future technologies, to bring it to more user-centered to people, and so that it will be easier to use. Yeah.
Ça doit être beaucoup plus facile.
It should be easier. It's exciting, Sylvain. Could you say something, Sylvain and Jean-Paul? Having one application with Noe, which is very practical and playful, and next to it, you were talking about crises, basic issues on healthcare in crisis situations. Exactly, packaging is not only a tool for selling, but it's a service provided to the user, because you can extend the function and make it part of a broader issue than just trade or selling. I hope that the show will be seen by all the exhibitors, because we have the same question, John, but when you're making packaging the connected object, all this, is it a gimmick or is it essential? We have 3 examples which are quite outstanding. Now, I got a message to convey here. We have a richness of innovations which is increasing every 2 years. I would tend to say, really hire designers in your design offices. You got to find an application for the technology. If you don't invent usage scenarios, if you do not talk to users, what's the use of technology? Technology will be dead and gone, will be useless. You need to project it into the use. When you ask the question of the consumers, they say, okay, would like to have connect packaging, but they cannot tell you, give you any example of use. That's normal. It's up to the designer to look for needs which are not covered. Thank you all, Merve, Chloe, Noe, Jean-Paul, and Sylvain Laure, for having come from so far, and Noe, of course, and giving us more food for thought. And we will remember the idea of emerging the real needs of the consumer in every situation, be they playful or serious. Find all the students' creations and their creators and designers and professor on the Best Pack Space 4.0 in 07 in Aisle F now at 11 in about 1 minute. We'll Africa Pack by ITC International Trade Center. You'll have a collaborative platform for selling made in Morocco products, focusing on logistics, run by Philippe Couty from ITC. And don't forget to do some business. Have a great day in ALL4PACK Paris.